Welcome, everyone. I'm happy to have you here. So, content warning, this is a horror game. It's not intended for all audiences. So, if you experience anything that makes you uncomfortable with this video, please do take care of yourself and step away if necessary. Now, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Welcome, everyone, to Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. As you saw, this is a horror a horror game, and also a love story, apparently. Now, I did play this game a couple years ago. I only played it for just a tiny bit. My computer, unfortunately, was about a decade old at that point, so it did give out shortly after, just due to unrelated reasons. But I'm revisiting it now, and I'm excited to be able to share this with you. So, if you're unfamiliar, this is kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book, where you'll be given options that will advance the story forward, and there's also going to be some other options that are going to be kind of dialogue options between us and the narrator. Those I think they can influence the story, but they will absolutely, I think, flash out a little bit of lore, a little bit of the world, and what we're doing here and what's going on. So I'm eager to see what's going on. I've heard that this is real. Whoa. Oh, I was not expecting that, okay? So I guess there's a bit of the horror aspect there. So let's check this out. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Right, so I guess we're not given too much information about who we're playing as the protagonist. The cursor is kind of like a talon scale clothing. I don't know if the cursor's picking up for you guys, but just so you know, so I'm not sure what we are, who we are, where we come from, but let's get into it, and I do want to speak to this narrator and get a little more information, so we'll see what we're going to do. Now, like I mentioned, I think some of the dialogue options with the narrator might influence what's actually going to happen, so I think I do have to be kind of selective about this. So let's get into the mindset and see how we're going to handle this. So, we've been tasked with slaying the princess, or the world's going to end. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
But killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Oh, I accidentally skipped that, so... Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
I mean, is it any surprise? I don't think there's all that many people that would be thrilled to know that they have to take someone's life, even if they don't know them. I mean, forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Look, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Voice of the hero is... I'm guessing the voice of the hero is supposed to be our internal voice and the narrator's an external voice? I'm not sure what's going on here. But it must be terrible, being trapped in a basement on such a lonely cabin in the middle of nowhere. And he says he'll get caught up in her web of lies, but I feel like I've already been caught up in something that I don't understand. I guess let's go inside.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
How long has she been here if there's a layer of dust on everything? This doesn't feel like we're in the right. And taking that blade... I can't. Let's go see her first.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
What do we even do in this situation? I can't imagine what it must be like to have been trapped down here for so long. But maybe she'll at least appreciate a bit of honesty. So... Hey! I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Well, the voice of the hero has some jokes at least, but... I don't think she wants to give me her name. So, your name is Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I mean, I guess it is kind of strange, but... at the same time, this narrator doesn't exactly seem reliable either. It really feels like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Look, I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Oh, there's so many options. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I guess she's not wrong. I don't know anything about her. At least not enough to know if she's lying or not. And the narrator and the voice of the hero are seemingly at odds now. Let's look at these options. We have... I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world. We have... If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That's actually a really good question, and I think I'm gonna ask that.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
That's what I'm wondering too. I mean, the narrator's so insistent on us slaying her, but when she says something strange like that, he just glosses over it. This is... strange. So I can get the blade back with a few options. I can free her. Or, well, not free her, I guess examine the chains. You know, I do want to look at the chains. So... okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. But don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh my gosh.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Wait, what?
Is someone else here?
Hey! Let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
So you've trapped me in here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I'm trapped. I can only go
You
back
make your way
down.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
What?
hesitates before
Oh
raising
my-
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
What the...
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh dear, we have a choice. It's not normal for someone to just casually start tearing the skin off their arm, but... I mean... there was a layer of dust on everything. How long has she been here? I mean, desperation drives people to crazy things, but... something doesn't feel right about this. And we're both trapped down here. This might be a only one of us can leave situation, or if she's true to her word, if I put some trust in her, maybe we can get out together. Let's see if we can help her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
I'm sorry.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
What the hell is she?
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Oh,
She
God, I made a
smiles
mistake, didn't
softly
I?
as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Did I make the right choice? Well, we already made our choice. Let's get out of here together.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Excuse me?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait. I'm not doing this.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Don't.
Stop that.
Be careful.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Princess, look out!
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
My hand. What am I? What are we?
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm not yours to control.
The blade. Move the blade.
You can't
As your
make
body
me.
remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm making my own choice.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Wait. No. You don't mean...
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
No, we can't. She needs to stop this.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Both of you shut up.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
What the?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What? But I just died. I felt the knife. I felt everything. What?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You were here too.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
A voice of the smitten.
Our beloved?
Yeah, I'm not the hero. What do you mean, beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The fourth? Oh! The smitten, the hero, me, and the princess.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
You know, I don't like you, narrator, but I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
So, let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
It will.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I mean, she did kill us last time, but that's because she knew that we were being controlled by the narrator. She knew that our free will had been overridden. But I guess there's no solid evidence as to what happened afterwards. Is this a Groundhog Day scenario? Or is it really a new world? Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Look, the only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Then, who locked her in that basement? And what is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
You're not giving me any reason to trust you. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Don't fall for it, hero.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Not you two.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being so cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I don't feel right about this. There was something weird about her, but she didn't seem to have any ill will towards us, but we don't know what happened last time either. There's gotta be a way around this. The hero and the smitten may be fools, but with them, I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Maybe not that part, but love the spirit, I guess.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I can still feel the burning sensation of that knife.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
And I love his zeal. Even if he does seem a little bit misguided.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go in the cabin then.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is different. This was a wooden cabin last time. This looks like a small castle now. And hey, Mr. Narrator, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
So I'm not the only one that sees it.
There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I mean, how could mentioning a mirror...
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Oh, of course you wouldn't.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I want to see this mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Can you not see it? Let's wipe some of the grime off of this.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
But
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
where... It really is gone. Let's figure something out down there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
We don't know that.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
But
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
no, I don't want the world to end. I don't want any world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Is she just saying what we want to hear?
I'm not so sure.
Princess, just what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
If the narrator's right, then we doomed an entire world. I mean, we did it once, and that didn't turn out too well. Maybe this time it'll be different. I hope.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Is that a challenge?
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I'm not sure I follow.
Neither do I, and I...
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what?
Not again.
take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You
Excuse
wouldn't.
me?
I would.
No, we wouldn't.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You're insane.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I really want to believe that she's actually nice.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Mr. Magical Girl, huh?
What do we do now?
That's actually a good question. I don't think we have a home. If this is a new world, I don't think we have a family. We have nothing. But what about her? A princess should have a kingdom. Shouldn't she want to go back? I mean, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Oh, that's so sad.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I mean, there must be something that you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
What's with the music? That doesn't sound good.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
She shouldn't just want to make us happy. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on?
What's happening to her?
What's going on
with their
is she's
eyes?
lying to you. Only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Yes, exactly. You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
What?
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay. Clearly something is happening here. I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt and figure out a way to be happy together. How does that sound?
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
What are you getting at?
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then
What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
I'm not, right? I'm not gonna do this, right?
Oh, but I do.
No, I don't.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
There's no way we're actually gonna...
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
What have you done?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart and then...
You stupid, love-struck mother...
Everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue. Happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
What is this place?
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Skeptic.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Can't say I'm happy to be here.
So we get a new voice after every rebirth.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one? The other one?
The love-struck.
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent. Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
Well, yeah, but you're also the newbie.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
This place is beautiful. I've never seen such splendor.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Well, I guess the choice is made for us. Does it matter if the blade's not here? We didn't use it last time. And the time before that, well, she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
I mean, I guess I understand that part.
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
So even you don't know? So, there's things that even the narrator doesn't understand. I guess that makes sense. Especially considering that, again, I mean, come on, so none of you are going to talk about the mirror? The huge mirror that's at the end of the hall?
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on. Like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do.
That was painful. My hands got so slippery with the blood. I don't want to think about it.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again.
I don't want to.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
But I don't even see a door.
You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again. Or moving. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there? You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
Let's try the mirror again this time. Maybe he's right.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
But it was just there. I saw it.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
So she's in a tower now.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
I mean, it's nice to hear you fumble a bit for once.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Are you saying it's not a choice?
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
How do you remember that? You weren't here for it.
That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning.
But
No, you
this sounds
can't just
important.
say that. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Me?
As
Excuse
much
me?
as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food.
I guess let's see what happened to his so-called beloved.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is! And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
There's so much going on. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Supposed to have ever wanted? But... Princess, what are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
But there's a shadow behind her. It almost looks like it has her in her claws. Or in its claws. I don't know if she's the one that prepared this feast, or if that thing did it. This all seems too suspicious, but... The skeptic's right. We can't... There's too much that's unknown, but... We put our trust in her last time. She didn't kill us. I think... Let's put our faith in this one time. We can try to be compassionate and try to stop this without violence. Please. Maybe we can just talk while we eat and figure something out.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
It's delicious.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
This really is perfect, isn't it?
It is the best meal you've ever had.
If I die right now, it might be worth it for such a banquet like this.
But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you.
Oh.
The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you've done this already. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Why can't I?
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film.
Blech.
You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
I think I'm good.
So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever.
I mean, to be fair, who knows how much time she had to prepare the first meal, too. I mean, with less prep time, you only do so much, right?
Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
What is all of this?
I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
You too?
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
You might be right.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Him? You said him. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who's trapped us here. Who?
Sick.
The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
It really is him. I guess let's try to call him out. Hey, Smitten! You're real chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
That fucker.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
He's trying. So, are they both just trying to make us happy now? Somehow the two of them dedicating so much effort just to make us happy is kind of sad. Don't you think? For them to exist seemingly just to make us happy? I mean, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
I guess?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
God, you might be right.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
None of you let me think.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
What?
And so you start over.
All that work. But this could still be fun.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Yes!
Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
Yeah. You really got me that time. Let's do this again, then.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do, and it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
A little change can breathe some new life into a game. It's like when you mod Skyrim.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Yeah, we're doing great.
This is... awful.
It is.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Hey, calm.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
It's okay. Okay, so... we've eaten, we've played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait.
We live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen.
And wait.
That lovesick fool trapped both of us. He's practically playing dolls in house with us, like we're toys. He thought she would be happy if she had a palace and someone to live with. And if he's an extension of us, then I think that means that this time we trapped her here. Didn't we?
You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever. There is no waiting forever.
And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
I don't know. Are we gonna be okay? What do we even do in this situation? What do you think will happen?
I'm too scared to say. What if my answer is what blows it out?
Princess, if you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That made me a little sadder than it should have.
That sounds lovely.
It really does.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
She doesn't have any chains on her this time. She must still feel far more trapped than she did last time. Princess, I'm sorry. I feel like all of this is my fault.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
Yeah. I think it is.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
What are you?
Do you still care about me?
No, I don't like any of these options. That first one just... If I tell her, of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. What is that gonna do to her? She's trapped here because she wanted to make us happy. I think the most honest answer is this one. Princess, I'm not sure if I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave the moment I found myself in the woods.
Then maybe that's what we should do. Leave.
Is that an option? Can we really leave? Can this whole cycle end?
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh, did we break the narrator too? I feel like what we did here came in and just destroyed everybody on a much deeper level.
It really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
I'm so sorry.
He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
What happened to the music? A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
We get to give her her dance under the stars. She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is a shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hands in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
What? No! What's happening? But you do not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Not just any mirror, the mirror. That's the same one that we've seen everywhere. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. It's like 1,000 hands just reached out and pulled her into nothing.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's been following us. And I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
But that's all we can do.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We have to. I'm sorry. You approach the mirror. And let's finally get a good look at ourselves. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You can just proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. There is no cabin, it's just the princess on the hill.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the world beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
You said fragile vessel. The gift of a fragile vessel. What does that mean?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
What?
Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Can't you just let her out of there?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
So was all of this just to create... What was I just building a princess to be consumed or to be sacrificed? Is that all she is? Is that all I am? we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll eventually find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay a princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
It looks like we don't have much of a choice. Maybe we can offer a bit of resistance and wait. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
We already waited for one forever. What's one more?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Huh? She closed my entire game. Oh my gosh.
You have returned to me.
Well,
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
so I reopened the game and it just ended up here. There's only one option. There's really nothing else. Fine, princess. Ewan. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, so that was a wild ending to I guess what's gonna be the first run. I'll sorry, I got a little sidetracked. But yeah, it looks like that's gonna conclude our first run. This was really interesting. So I do know I made different choices last time, so a lot of this was new to me. We have absolutely passed the part where I left off, so completely new, whole new information. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you have a nice day and make it a positive one. Bye!